Metta World Peace. Dude, you know what's funny about that guy? Like, he had no intentions of elbowing that guy in the head.
No, he was just so in the moment.
But this is the thing. He's like that. You know that kid that wasn't special needs but almost was? And he had like that Olympic, like weightlifter kind of strength. That's fucking world peace. That's how he is. And those kids, whenever they got angry or excited, somebody got hurt. Bro. Somebody got hurt or something got ripped out of the wall.
He's fucking nuts. There's no, you don't have
That's what happened with him. He went in and he scored. He started thumping his chest. Yeah, somebody came near him and he just fucking threw an elbow.
We're talking about a man who jumped in the stands and grabbed a civilian by the neck and started teeing off on him.
I'll give you this. He grabbed the wrong guy, but he was fucking right.
No, but
in a perfect world, he's right.
That's like Bill, but you know, in
well,
a
let me ask you
world,
this: perfect. And where in this fucking world can you throw a drink in the face of a guy who's twice the size of you and not get the living shit kicked out of you? I'll tell you where. At a fucking NBA basketball game where there's no protection. They don't even have a helmet. They don't even have a fucking hat on. This guy throws a drink in his face. That guy. Did you see the guy who threw it? How many N-word jokes do you think that guy told and laughed about in his life? And they were in Indiana. Give me a break. He probably had his fucking Klan hood underneath the seat. Right. Fuck him. He should have got the shit kicked out of him. And I feel bad for the web designer that actually got grabbed by the throat. And that kid had never been in a fight in his life. He didn't even know enough to run. He didn't even know enough to run.
No, the look of fear. He didn't even know what happened. He just had horrified fear in his eyes. And then Ron Artest just
his feet were moving, but he wasn't going anywhere. And then he was trying to explain. Trying to explain the situation.
But dude, look at it like this: if you're at a comedy club and you're on stage and somebody throws something at you, you're not going to do. As a matter of fact, somebody threw something at you, right? I know somebody else. I think somebody said they were flicking stuff. I saw this woman. She goes, "Really?" And she kind of just called the crowd an animal. But as a professional, you can't fucking.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now: if you were doing a bit and for some reason. Oh, let me because this was different, because it was a bullshit call, and that's why he laid down on the table. So let's just say you're playing some fucking hell gig, all right? The crowd sucks, the microphone's not working, so you're like, you got to give me a fucking. I can't even get the show going. I can't even speak into this microphone. This is my lightsaber. It's not even working. And then you just make a joke and you lay down until you get the proper microphone. And while you're laying there, some drunk douche takes a full drink and throws it in your face. You're telling me you're not going into the crowd?
It would be tough. It would be tough. You know, yeah, it would be really. I mean, that's got to be.
Look, dude, and that's what I hated about that whole thing. With like, we're not excusing the fan behavior, but as a professional basketball player, you have to blah blah blah. No, you don't. You don't. You have a responsibility for your own safety in the world, okay? And part of that responsibility is that you don't walk around throwing drinks in faces of people that you cannot beat the shit out of. Right?
Yeah.
So you do that, and then somebody else gets their fucking ass kicked because of it. I mean, that guy was a coward. He was a fucking coward.
So when he ran in the stands, though, that was like unbelievable.
He was a coward. He should play for the Penguins.